Hey there, welcome to the RE Source. Gary is gone. He's actually out of commission. He's got a bum leg, and it's really bad, so send him some love. By the way, guys, if you haven't checked out Mortgage Map, click on the link below. That's one of the fastest growing apps for loan officers around the country. You gotta take a look. Let's get started.
I'm waking up to action done.
I read a lot throughout the week, and I came across a headline that read, "Underwriting standards may have loosened too quickly." Now, obviously that perked my attention. I mean, it had to be just a hook to get me to click on a link, right? Well, it worked, I bit, thinking the real story would be, just joking, underwriting's way worse, you guys just got punked, but thanks for clicking on this link. But to my chagrin, do people still say chagrin? Anyways, to my chagrin, the story was real. Some jackwagon from BB&T, not to be confused with AT&T, went on CNBC spouting that they felt like underwriting standards were too loose in the early 2000s, then they were too tight in the early 2010s and 11s, but then they recently loosened. What the what? Obviously this guy's smoking some ghetto ganja because that just ain't right. Get this, he goes on to say that he feels that underwriting standards in the early 2000s were too loose at a 1 to 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, and then they were too tight at a 9, and then they loosened about halfway back up to a 5 right now.
Say what?
Okay, I won't even take time to entertain this story here on our forum, but I will take some time to have a little fun with it. SNL has a segment called Really with Seth and Amy. We have the RE Source version called Really with Ryan and Gary. Again, Gary's out, so I'm gonna take this one on my own. Underwriting standards have loosened? Really? Tell that to all the borrowers that just had a stethoscope shoved up their and had to give up one of their next of kin to get a $100,000 loan on a condo. Really? I mean, really, underwriters are less popular to LOs and borrowers than exercise is to Americans. I mean, I get it. Even if you do your job right, underwriters, nobody's gonna give you a Gatorade shower, but really, saying underwriting standards have loosened is like saying our president found out about the IRS scandal via TV. I mean, really, nobody's buying it. By the way, it's a bit frightening that the president shares the same sources as my grandmother. Nobody's buying it. Really? Underwriting's loosened? Tell that to the guy that just sourced and seasoned 15 different $100 deposits last week. Really? Tell that to the guy that couldn't get a loan with 50% down because he wrote too much off his tax returns last year. Really? Last time I checked, we still have to get paid 6 of 6 on our clients' bank statements even though it's completely blank. I mean, what are we looking for? Do you really think that as you're turning the pages of the bank statements looking at how many times this guy buys coffees that the last page is gonna come up and written in secret scroll ink it says, "This guy's a bad borrower, don't lend to him"? I mean, really, what are we looking for? It's blank. I know, yeah, what a great idea. The guy that actually saves some money and is safe at home, he doesn't qualify because he gets grouped in with the drug dealing, money laundering thugs. Really? We can't take a look at little old Susie and make a judgment call that she's most likely not a drug dealer and maybe, just maybe, that these funds are qualified? Nope. No soup for you, Susie. Your down payments are cash. Denied. You, sir, Kelly King, CEO of BBT, are more out of touch with reality than those girls on the I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant show. I mean, really, have you tried to make a loan these days? I mean, you have to be a friggin' Indiana Jones to be able to navigate the underwriting guidelines. I mean, first you gotta find a loan in the first place, which is like finding Honey Boo Boo's third chin. It's hard to do, it's there, but it's hard to do. And then you go and figure out how to close the damn thing. Yes, sir, I'm gonna need every piece of paper that's ever been generated on you. I mean, ever. Then I have to hand the appraisal off to La La Land appraisal company and rub the genie lamp and hope and pray that it comes back all okay. All the while you're just waiting for a phone call from the underwriter saying, yeah, sir, what's this deposit that was made 6 years ago for $25? I mean, it's not payroll deposit. I mean, this guy's selling drugs, isn't he? I knew it, he's a seller. Denied! Or you actually get past the big bad underwriter, win the lotto with your appraisal, only to find out that you miscalculated your GFE by 2 cents and you have to go all the way back to start. Isn't that fun, Mr. Borrower? Because this is all in the spirit of you. We're protecting you. We have to start all over again. Isn't lending just fun? Hey, BB King, or whatever your name is, Kelly King with BB&T. Next time you want to pop off about something you obviously know nothing about, maybe take a little walk from your giant ivory tower down the stairs, past the shareholders, jump on the elevator, hit floor number 1, which takes you to the bottom floor where the loan originators work. Take one step outside the elevator, just grab one random loan officer, just one, any one of them, maybe run your comment past him or her and get their feedback before you go on national television. They may just save you that giant egg that's on your face right now. You know what happened? This guy was counting his record profits for the quarter and just figured it had to be due to loosened underwriting standards. I mean, it couldn't have been a committed loan officer, realtor, and client that made it happen, right? I don't know about you guys, but I found this story to be really funny. Feel free to join in below with your really comments about how loose underwriting is right now. I know you have a few, and I'll see you guys all next week. By the way, I make fun, but I really do love my job. See you guys next week.
This has been Stephanie.